Hey, what's up, everybody? Beard Comic Guy here from the Comic Collectors Guild, here with another week of our Funko Talk. With me, I got Mexican Reviews and Winks Pop Stash. Guys, thank you for joining me again.
Absolutely.
Positively.
So we got, for this week, we got our normal Funko news, we got our pickups, and then we're going to talk about something that kind of affects our community with Funko and with action figure statues, comics, but we're just going to talk about this part with Pops. So I'll leave that for the end. Mark, what'd you get this week?
Not too much. Coming in the mail. We talked about it last week, the Harry Potter with invisibility cloak.
Nice.
That was a Funko Shop drop. And then the other one was the TJ. Looks all cool and purple and black and awesome.
Does it have a glow?
No, it doesn't. But it looks really cool under black light, so I'm gonna put that in the review video too. A picture of the bit under black light, so that'll be cool. But today was exciting. I got to go to GameStop for the first time in 2 months and put down some pre-orders. We'll talk about them later, but there was 4 Star Wars Pops, a couple other video game ones. Metallic Joker from the '89 Batman movie, and then I like my buckets. I had to put a pre-order on the Shadow Trooper helmet also.
Very nice.
So,
nice.
Yes.
So I'll go next because Winks is gonna need some extra time. So I got a couple of my rogues from the early Batman movies. I got Catwoman, and I got my non-metallic Joker, because I had it pre-ordered before they turned it metallic.
Non-metallic, non-chase.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I just looked up the chase, and it's running around $60 for that chase.
Of course it is.
So, and then one of my favorite characters from these early Batman is Mr. Freeze.
Arnold
Schwarzenegger.
Those one-liners were the greatest.
They weren't the best ever. I don't care about how anyone feels about that movie. Those one-liners saved it.
Hey, chill.
Everybody freeze.
You got to do it in the Austrian accent, man. Yeah. Hey, chill.
And then I got a surprise box from Mr. Winks here. So the first item was the cool Pez Chase Hulk. So super excited. Hulk, I got the other one up there, so this was very cool, and I really appreciate it.
That was a thought. Better home.
And then this dude surprised me with a Bulma signed pop. So this is the first autograph pop in my collection, and we talked about it, and I really appreciate this, man. Yeah. He almost made it
signed by the voiceover artist.
Yeah, so that I again appreciate it.
Well, we discussed it, previous episode. You didn't have any signed pops, so figured I'd get you started.
Yeah, and she's gonna make a cameo later in the episode as well. So I appreciate it. And
no problem,
with that,
buddy.
I'll pass it to you.
All right, so I got quite a bit. Started off with the big guy. My wife wanted this one.
Hulk?
No. Huck.
That's awesome.
Huck, not Hulk. 10-inch Huckleberry Hound. Alas, did not get the chase, but this is the one she wanted, so it didn't really matter.
Right.
She liked the blue one better than the red. Then I went to Walmart, and they had this guy floating there. Creep Show.
Ooh, nice.
The Creep. Yeah, this one. I love that stuff back in the day, so I had to get that.
I think that'd be the only one I get out of that line.
True. Yeah, same.
Yeah, that is the only one I'm getting out of that line.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
All right, then I ordered. Well, not ordered, but someone in the group that we got was putting up a bunch of pops for sale, and I snagged a bunch that my wife wanted. So we got Minnie Mouse, the classic Minnie Mouse. We got Pluto. My wife collects the Disney Pops, so she gets what she wants. Then we got Hula Lilo, Lilo and Stitch. And then this one was kind of for me. Superhero Stitch.
That's what's up.
Nice.
That pop in a box exclusive.
Oh yeah. I meant to get this one when it first came out, but never did. So, And then this guy came in the mail. He went up for sale a week or two ago, and I finally got mine. So this is Mr. Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias, signed by the comedian. So goes.
How was the website when you got that?
Smooth. I had no issues with it whatsoever. Yeah,
that's good.
That was a good one. Kind of bummed though. They had different colors. He had like his promo picture for it was just a wall of signed Pops. You know, you couldn't see like all of them there on the side, but they had gray. They had a pink one, a green one, a blue one. I was hoping for the pink one because that Pops, you know, is really good on this box. But I got the gray. I'm not complaining, but you know.
Yeah.
Then my awesome wife got me a Father's Day present a little early, but very, very important to me. As if anybody's seen my Instagram, they know I'm a big Chris Uminga DC Artist Alley statue collector. So I got the black and white Batman.
That's what's up.
One of the last ones that I am missing. Well, yeah, I'm only missing 3, and there are
you're gonna get the
ones I will probably. One of them is the black and white Wonder Woman, so I'll get that one because you can get that one for around $30. It's not hard. Yeah. There's a blue metallic Batman that was a what was it?
Toy Fair.
Toy Fair, yeah, Toy Fair exclusive. That one's going for way too much money. And there's a black and gold version of Batman as well. That was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Yep. And that one is ridiculously expensive as well. But that's all I'm missing.
Are you going to get the mini one?
The mini one? From what? The black and white multi-pack statue?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wasn't looking into those. I like the actual.
You can get what those things are. Statues, they're blind bags, but you can get the whole set. But I'm sure the blind bag one would be super cheap.
Oh yeah, if I see them, I'll take a look. Otherwise, I've got one more. This came today, and I hadn't been able to unbox it, so we're just gonna do it now.
Live unboxing.
Yeah, it is one that we have been discussing.
Oh boy.
Comes with a chase. I'm hoping it's the chase. Come on, open. Well, you just pre-ordered it, and he just showed it.
Uh-oh.
So,
Drumroll.
Let's see what we got. My luck with Entertainment Earth has not been great, so. And it is not the chase.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah,
I know, totally. I've been like, yeah, rub it in. There's your $60, buddy. But no. My luck still remains the same, never changing. All right, that's it. That's the pickups.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's been a busy week.
Yeah, man, that's a good little haul there. I got a couple other things. I showed it off on the Star Wars show, but we got the Wampa in too.
Awesome.
Amazon Wampa. And if you guys were unaware, these guys all connect together. There's going to be 5 more of them that come out for this set, and they all connect together, kind of like the Avengers set. So.
Avengers did it first.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that they're still doing the Marvel Collector Core, but they're kind of doing this thing now too with the Avengers Assemble thing. But then they ended the Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty box, and I think this is like their substitute for that. So
Probably, yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, when's the Black Widow box supposed to show up?
I don't know. I don't know.
I should have canceled that.
I don't like being negative, but that box is not the greatest.
No, it's so bad.
What I've seen. I don't know. I haven't been a big fan of the Marvel or DC boxes ever since Funko kicked them to the curb and sent them out to different retailers.
Yeah, I personally have liked DC boxes a lot.
Yeah,
I mean
they've been putting some cool stuff in there. So
those got sent to Target, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, when was the last one we got?
Aquaman? I think it was the 80th.
Oh, that's right.
It had the Fighting Pose 89 Batman in it.
Right. Well, whatever. You want to go to the news?
Yeah,
some cool reveals and stuff.
Yeah, we'll get into that, and let's see here. So most of the stuff we went through already with the Funko Ween stuff. Some of the ones we didn't touch on: Minions, Corpse Bride, Nightmare Before Christmas. They had some Walgreens exclusive monsters that are coming out that glow in the dark. Frankenstein is pretty cool. There was a couple Stephen Kings that were announced. Beetlejuice. Some more Funko Shop drops that happened last week. There was a 10-inch Notorious B.I.G., and that was on an off day. It wasn't a Monday, or Wednesday, or Friday because they did it on his birthday, which was cool.
Yeah.
Then we had Avatar Pop has release on Friday. Which, did you guys partake in any of that?
I did not.
Okay. Well, there's that, and then we had a bunch of other releases announced over the end of last week and this week. So let me pull those up for you guys. The host has disabled participating screen sharing. It's telling me.
The dang host.
Get it together, man.
All right, you should be good. Sorry.
All right. Let's see.
It was the update. It keeps doing that.
Blame the update. Sure. Yeah, it's never user error. It's always the computer.
So we had this guy drop today. It was the Kraken from the Myths line. I was going to go for it, but last minute decided not to. Apparently it sold out super quickly within 2 minutes.
Yeah, yep. I went for this one and was very disappointed. And it's 6-inch, which didn't say on the first image, but this definitely looks like a cool one. I wanted it.
Yeah, that color is really great. And I like that he's holding the boat.
Yeah.
Based on the look of it is why I went for it immediately, but I had it in my cart. I got through the queue line, and got to the pay portion, and I just looked at it again and looked at the price, and I really don't need this one.
Yeah.
No, I went back and got rid of it.
I think the color is fantastic, but I think if it would have been green or something like that, I probably would have gotten it.
Well, I'm sure they'll do that for Emerald City Comic Con. Don't you worry, Mark.
That'd be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Still waiting on that glow in the dark Medusa. So hook it up. And then you're gonna mess around and make it a con exclusive. So. All right, and then we had these guys. That's what I was talking about earlier. We had 4 Star Wars pops announced last week. Shadow Trooper from the Force Unleashed games. Hooded Yoda from Battlefront 2, and this is pretty cool because this is actually the skin that I use in Battlefront 2. Also, cool Battlefront 2 news for you gamers. If you're a PlayStation Network fan, there's a rumor that Battlefront 2 is going to be the free game for June.
Yes.
And then we have Darth Revan and Darth Malak from Knights of the Old Republic. Super excited about these two. This is a couple that Star Wars fans have been wanting for a long time, so very excited about these. I pre-ordered all 4 of these today. Other ones that were pre-ordered today, this is the Ghost of Tsushima pop. It's coming out. This game is coming out in July. Pretty excited for it. Sucker Punch is developing. They're the ones that did Infamous video games. Now they're doing this fantastic samurai Japanese game, and I cannot wait. Speaking of things I can't wait for, The Last of Us 2 This is Joel from The Last of Us, Part 1. Ever since that game came out, I've been wanting more collectibles for it. When I got into pop collecting, this was like this is pretty high up on the list for pops that I wanted made, Joel and Ellie. So I'm very excited about this. This is another GameStop exclusive. Another GameStop exclusive is going to be Kratos from God of War, that just came out a couple years ago. All this one was also pre-ordered. Looks great. We got the Blades of Chaos going on, so pretty cool pop. I cannot wait. Other announcements: the Spider-Man versus Spider-Man 2-pack from Entertainment Earth. This is hilarious.
No, this is great. I'm so happy they did this.
If you don't know what this is, where have you been? Go on the internet. This is amazing.
It is, yeah.
Kudos to Funko for doing this. Like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm kind of torn if I want to get another. Like, I have this on pre-order. I don't know if I want to get two, because what I usually do with Spider-Man pops is get two of them, take one out of the box, and draw on the lines.
Yeah.
Because it looks way better.
I don't know why they do that.
I don't know, if you look at like the original Spider-Man, they did it. They drew in the lines, and it was just inconsistent. It looked pretty bad. So I don't know if it's like a quality control thing. They just don't do it because they can't get it right, or what. But
regardless, this is
amazing.
great. This is great.
Let's see. We had these drop kind of controversially
right along with my Spider-Man stuff.
Last week. These were announced. Frontline Heroes wave. Super cool that they're doing this. And then me and Ian have some thoughts on it, but I don't know if you want to get into that or not.
I mean, we can go over it briefly, and I can be the controversial one. And I think it starts with last year for Veterans Day. They did a shirt that was on Funko Shop exclusive Veterans Day shirt. They released it, and then I don't want to say they backpedaled and all that, but they released it without saying anything that they made from it they were donating, and then they got a lot of flack for it, and then came out and like, oh yeah, we're donating 50% of the proceeds to some veteran relief. Okay, whatever. But we've also been asking for a lot of military generic pops: Air Force, Army, Marines, Navy, Coast Guard, Fire, Police, EMTs, you name it. And now with the whole COVID thing, they're putting these out, and it's almost like they're making money off of COVID at this point,
right.
And
they've come out and since said that they're donating proceeds to charity and stuff, but at the same time, they did the same thing they did with the Veterans Day shirt. They didn't say that up front until they started catching heat, and then like, oh yeah, we're donating.
Right.
Yeah. It's like
bad timing.
Yeah, horrible timing. And not to say that, I mean, how many years have, soldiers been dying overseas and whatnot? A Memorial Day release for, a 4-pack military or 5-pack military, or a single pops, something would have been nice at this point. Who knows what they do now with a heroes line or whatever the heck they call it.
Right.
But I hope they do something that's more than this. No disrespect at all to anyone in the healthcare or I appreciate what you guys are doing. I think it's just bad timing for Funko to do something like this. So hopefully, like I said, if you want to yell at me, you can yell at me in the comments. I'm a big boy; I can take it.
Yeah, that was kind of on the same page. Yeah, I am on the same page with you. Like I said, we're not taking anything away from hospital workers or anything like that, but at the same time, they're not the only frontline heroes that are out there right now. And for them to like brand these like, here are the frontline heroes, it's like, okay, why don't we have a bagger pop, or like you're saying, a policeman or a grocery store worker or
Exactly.
The number of people who have continued to work to make our day-to-day lives a little bit easier.
DoorDash driver.
Something, dude. That would be a fantastic pop ride, by the way. All right. So, and yeah, that's what we got for, this week. Everything's looking great. I am pretty excited for all of that stuff. Oh, and today we got confirmation that the black light sensitive Marvel Pops are real. They're coming to Target. We've got some
Target exclusives,
some DCPIs for them, some item numbers. So,
and additionally, we're also getting a Spider-Man.
Yes, yep, that was on the back of the box, so that'll be cool too. I think I'm just gonna get
the original street date for those was the 28th of June, but that has been since revoked, and has Iron Man and Doctor Strange have been spotted in stores.
Yeah.
Now,
here's the glow. So it is black light reacted.
At any time, Target may pop a street date on it, and pull them. So, good luck.
Yeah, I actually stopped at 2 Targets on my way home from work to see it, and there was the guys looked at me crazy like I was making stuff up. So they did see them. I'm excited for these. I'm getting all 5 of them. I decided.
Me too.
Sweet.
I just still can't believe that they're releasing MCU and comic mixes. Like
the way these things look, they should just be comic.
100%.
Yeah, they really should. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they just don't want to make another plain, go back to because they haven't given us a very comic accurate cap since they haven't given us any other comic caps since the original one, the original Captain America pop.
Right.
So because they've all been MCU since that original one.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the same. Well, not Spider-Man, because they've done a lot of iterations of Spider-Man. But the comic Thor, that Thor was the first comic Thor that we've gotten in a long time. That we got was that New York or San Diego, one of those.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah,
it was within the last year, and then the Strange was pretty recent too, right?
About a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah, okay. But we haven't got a comic Iron Man in a while, and we haven't got a comic Cap in a while.
Yeah.
So I don't know
if they just don't want to do new molds yet, or those new molds be the regular colored ones, but we're due for comic Iron Man and Cap.
The Iron Man looks decent enough that I still, none of them look bad. I enjoy them all. I don't like mixing MCU and comic, and that's what's going to mess with my OCD with these. But I'm still excited for them. I'm excited that I can hunt things like this because Target really hasn't put too much stuff that I've wanted out.
Right.
Yeah,
and that's Spider-Man 1.
I know. I'm kind of at a point with that Kraken one. I'm kind of at a point where I just need to start cutting back. And I'm not picking up nearly as many pops as I have before, but that set is one I have to have.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been collecting as much either, but that's been because of COVID, and because I don't want to ship anything, so I've just been getting them, exclusives online here and there. So now that the stores are back open, I'm curious to see how that's going to go, because I know there's Ian's Rogues that he got, I need all those, and there's a few other ones like some Star Wars stuff coming too that I would like to get. So
yeah, well, I mean, I guess that's the news this week, and hopefully we're getting a lot of reveals, so it's exciting. They're actually pumping stuff out. These Funko drops have actually been decent. I'm actually kind of kicking myself for not getting the Freddy Funko soda one.
Yeah, me too.
I've been having there's a lot of itches lately.
Good, dude. You so the fact that you got it and you got a chase, that's amazing. And I'm not. It's not like a jealousy thing or anything like that. It's just. It's not even envious. It's like, dude, that's awesome.
No, heck yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It is up there in my got a Michael's baseball bat case with lights all in it and everything, and I got a row of Freddy Funkos, so it's right in there. That's with awesome. A glow-in-the-dark Funko sign, so looks real nice.
And that's an itch that I've kind of had recently with some cool Freddy Funkos. So I think I want to dive into it a little bit. I've stayed away for a while with them, and just kind of hasn't been my thing. And I'm really big into my characters, but I want a piece of what Funko created, and that's their mascot, whatever you want to call them, their original piece. So I'm regretting that one, and I'm not going to sleep on any Freddy Funko stuff that comes out.
I wasn't really into them either until I got one.
Yeah.
And then it kind of like started me down that, my first Freddy Funko was a nerdy one. He's holding like a Funko sign. And I won it in a giveaway from a guy who's now a really good friend of mine. And just out of a giveaway that he did, he had it signed by Mike Becker, and that's what he sent over.
That's so
signed
cool.
Freddy Fucker Mike Becker pop, nice. And that's kind of a grail for me. So.
Oh, you said a word there. That's a segue.
I've been collecting Freddy's for a while. I mean, looking up at my wall, I got 17 of them.
Wow.
My very first one, you can blame my wife for. She got me the Freddy Funko holding the package that says "Happy Birthday" on it for my birthday, because it came out. It was a Funko Shop drop or release on their shop anyway, the week of my birthday.
Nice.
So she snagged that one for me, and then it's kind of snowballed. I have to get more.
Well, that's going to lead us into our next segment. And Mark said the word grail. So this word gets thrown around our hobby a lot.
Yes, it does.
And I kind of want to take a moment to see what you guys, the definition of grail to you guys, because to me it's different from each collector. And it may have a giant meaning that is going to be, a higher whatever, but we're going to go into what our grails are in our collection and what our grails are collecting in Funkos. So we'll limit it to Funkos for this. But guys, what is your definition of a grail?
Mine personally, since I don't collect for value, is personal value. Like, what ones mean the most to me? Like I was saying, that Mike Becker one means a lot because it's signed by the guy who started this whole thing, and was given to me by a friend, so it means a lot. Another personal grail of mine is the Independence Day and Chase, which is kind of a weird one, but there's a story behind it. It's the one that started me collecting because I wanted that one. I went out, was hunting for that specific pop, and I never found it in store. But on one of these hunts, I went out and came back with what some would consider entire collection. So, and then down the road, my fiance ended up getting it for me as a gift. So it has a lot of meaning to it. But a lot of people like to think that, well, I mean, they're not wrong. It's just, thinking that a grail specifically means high value item, which, that's great and everything. But for me, it's more about the personal connection to it.
Yeah, Winks, before I go into mine, what do you define as a grail?
It's got dual meaning for me. I'm going to be honest. There are some pops that I strictly collect because of value. And there are some, more higher value pops that I am looking to get. So those would be grails, if I ever run across one in in a raffle or anything, where I don't have to pay that much for it, that's great. But the other aspect, most of my collection is the opposite of that. It's TV shows I grew up watching, movies I grew up watching, and just comic book characters because I grew up reading comic books. Really into all of that. So Pops, the lines that I collect are from that angle, and there are some personal, wants and ones that I have gotten, and that's that. Those are the grails, the ultimate grails.
Right.
Yeah. So, and for me, when I say grail, it's something that I am searching for. So it may not be expensive. It may not be, the most limited thing that's out there, but it's something that, one, I probably can't afford right now today. I may be able to afford it tomorrow or next week, but it's something that I am seeking or I'm chasing down. And then the other side of Grail, just like what you guys saying, is, it is that high value item that hopefully will be attainable one day, and I said I would keep it to Pops, but, my ultimate Grail is a Hulk 181. That is one of my, that or Hulk 1. Those are my two comics that I want to have in my collection before I croak. Just hands down, I would sell all of my comics to get that one piece.
Yeah.
For those pop collectors that don't know comics, you're gonna have to explain why Hulk 181.
Oh,
I know, but most don't.
The Hulk 181 is the first full appearance of Wolverine. And there's people that will argue that Hulk 180 was a cameo in his first appearance, but it's his full first appearance. It's an awesome cover.
Last 2 pages of 180.
Yeah.
Technically is the first appearance of Wolverine, but 181 is the cover with Wolverine on it, so that's his first, main scale introduction.
Yeah.
But that's right. That right there. I'm not really a Hulk fan, but I am a massive Wolverine fan, so that is a book I also need.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what I had these two awesome gentlemen do is pull some grails from their collection. So I'll let you guys go, and then I'll go last if whoever wants to start.
So as I say, personal grail is my thing, but I pulled my 3 highest value ones just because that's more fun, I guess. So no surprise. This one, I'm gonna look up the values on these two while we're chatting about it, because I have the Funko app right here. So this guy here is number 1 in my collection, highest value, sitting at $350 right now, which is ridiculous. But it's the New York Comic Con Mandalorian. I don't understand why.
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
I don't get it. The only thing I can say is that people must have slept on it, because it's not like it was hard to get.
No.
When it came out, it was a shared release, as you can see here from my sticker. And the show hit, and it became massively popular. And now he's sitting at $350, and
that is
insane to me.
Jinx.
Also
insane.
Me? Yeah, also insane.
No,
is this other one that was a shared exclusive. All 3 of these are shared exclusives, okay? And it's crazy. Like, just popularity of these characters. So this one's sitting at 230. It's the Clone Wars Captain Rex.
Okay.
This pop is amazing, and I love it. They got his weld lines in the helmet, which is fantastic. I don't see. Yeah, they got him in the chest plates and everything too. But yeah, another shared exclusive sitting at $230. Just because this character is massively popular right now. Because the Clone Wars is just ending, he's rumored to be in the Mandalorian. It's going to be a Rex or Boba Fett. We're not sure yet. So that's going to be in there. And then, oh my God, Another shared exclusive sitting at $190 is the Up Carl and Ellie 2-pack. $190 for shared exclusive. So
That's
just
insane.
to put some perspective on it, we were talking recently about completing collections, and we were talking about Stranger Things. I have the Steve Harrington and Robin pops from Fun Days that were limited to 1,500, and this Mandalorian shared exclusive is going for almost twice of what they're going for.
It's crazy.
What is that?
Well, I'm kicking myself now because I had a bunch of them and I just got rid of them like cheap because I mean I don't collect Star Wars, so
Right.
now I feel really stupid.
Well, I'm more upset that you didn't sell them to me.
Oh my gosh!
But a couple grails that I would like to get that are high value. There's a glow in the dark reverse flash that was exclusive to Dallas Comic-Con way back in the day. I need that for my flash collection. And then there's that gold hopper that was limited to 40. It's going for $2,100.
It came down though.
Yeah. And then Loki, the original Avengers Loki, it's at $1,900. I need that. I have all the other Avengers from that first line, except for that one.
Yeah, you're striking a nerve with that.
Those were actually that Dark Knight pop and those Avengers were the first pops I ever bought.
Well, one of the pops that you have that you're just talking about is on my list, so
that Hulk.
That's not my middle finger; it's my pointer finger.
We know better.
That was very bad timing for that one. Winks, you go.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna get into it, but you might as well go because I'm gonna have to step away to get one I forgot about.
Okay, I'll go.
So go ahead. I'll be right back. I'll be listening.
Okay. So my first one is actually going to be 3 because these were the first Overwatch ones I got, and they got me to collect Overwatch pops. And now I have the complete set. I have them all. Now I wanted to start working on the signed ones, but they were the 3 first release ones from BlizzCon. So the Reaper, Widowmaker, and the Gold Soldier. So I don't really track the value for my Overwatch ones too much just because I don't care. But at one point, these were the most expensive ones. They were all going for, at minimum, 100 each. So that's what kind of got me started with that. Then the second pop is one that I got from a giveaway, and I don't know, dude didn't know what he had. It was kind of a random pool, but I was super excited.
Oh man,
it was a Stanley. I was hoping to get it signed. It didn't happen, but still.
I have that same pop with the same hope, but it never happened.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but you see behind me, I have this corner with. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I really can we just like a sidebar real quick because this kind of bothered me this week. Okay, hitting on that Stanley, unable to get that signature around the time of his death. He was pretty sickly looking and still doing signatures, and I don't know if that was, his agents and his family pushing him out there to do it. But last week we saw.
I've seen. See. I know the other side of that. I've seen photos of his agent or whoever was with him holding his hand to make him sign.
Right.
When he was that sickly. It's like he didn't have the ability to do it, but he was being forced to do it. That
And
is ridiculous.
Last week, I don't know if you guys saw the picture. I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now because I'm kind of heated about it. But Pennywise, what's the original Pennywise?
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry, yes. There was a picture of him. He just had a stroke recently, and he's signing a bunch of Pennywise pops. And it kind of made me mad. Because it's like, dude, can't you just leave him alone and let him recover and stuff? And it's like, I don't know if he actually wanted to do it or if he was being forced to do it.
Yeah, that sucks.
And I don't know, if you guys had any thoughts on that.
No, I mean, I've heard this with the Stan thing before, and I try to not even think about it because it makes me sick, because we're gonna go on a little rant here, so bear with us. But I was actually watching the Toys That Made Us last night, and it was a Power Rangers episode, and I did not know that he had so much influence on the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And it's like that just boosted up so much for me. That's like, he gave us all of this behind, and then to think that this man is also responsible for another property that I absolutely love. And, it just, that man did so much. And to hear that someone was just taking advantage of him like that. And, thank God when it all happened, I'm happy that the groups that I was in all had respect and would not sell anything that he signed or any merchandise from him, or you weren't allowed to sell. You get banned from the groups. I gained a lot of respect from all these groups that did do that, because, to see people take advantage, we just recently dealt with it with Kobe, and people trying to sell stuff that was autographed from Kobe or Kobe shoes, stuff like that. It's just unfortunate that people have to stoop that low. It's like, for me, it's a dream, it's a grail to have something signed from him, because it's just a piece of history.
Yeah.
Sorry for my rant.
No, you're good. What do you think,
Understandable. It is what it is.
Yeah.
No, it's like I said, I've seen the bad side of it. I've seen many imagery of how he looked towards the end, and I don't know. It upsets me to the point I can't even talk about it. You know what I mean? It just shouldn't happen. But fortunately it did, but we don't know the actual truth on it. He may have just needed help for something he wanted to do. For the fans. I like to believe he was more of that guy. So can't really say much about it.
So I am sorry, Ian. That just came up when we were talking about Stan. So continue with your grails, please.
Continue.
And no worries. It does suck. But like I said, she was going to make another appearance. And this is a grail in my collection because a dear friend gifted it to me, and I really do appreciate it. And then my last, that one is a just let me be. This guy is one of my favorite in my collection.
Nice.
A good friend of mine made a custom, put the gauntlet on, painted the Cape Gold. And this is one of my favorite pops in my collection. Just, it is one of a kind, and everyone else can eat it.
You know who wouldn't have died from the snap? Batman.
So, Winks, it is yours now.
All right. So, grails in my collection. All right. So, for those that don't know, I constantly get asked or pointed out that I look a lot like Silent Bob or, Kevin Smith, either way. I get it. I put on a backwards hat. It happens, but either way. So, one of my grails is Silent Bob. Well, this should count as 2 or 1 because, I got Silent Bob and Jay.
Yeah, I showed 3 for my Overwatch, so.
Yeah, I searched and searched and searched for these guys, and I gave up hope to find them at a decent price because I did not want to pay the ridiculous amount that it was at the time.
I think they're like $100 each.
This right now, Silent Bob is like 80.
Yeah.
I mean, you can look it up. You got the app, but Jay's around 65 or something like that. So it's not bad. It fluctuates. It has gone up to 120 at one time. When I was looking for them,
Jay's 55.
I actually found them. Silent Bob was $100. Jay was like 40. But I was traveling through Georgia, and I stopped at a comic shop as I was driving just to stretch my legs. And that shop had actually just bought somebody's collection, and in it was Jay and Silent Bob. So sat there and had a conversation with them for a while, and I walked out with both of them.
Nice.
Very happy because, well, that's just a set I had to have. It was a long-time grail. But along with that was a Kevin Smith, signed by Kevin Smith pop.
Nice.
Yeah, so big fan of Kevin Smith, so anything they released. And yes, I had the Blunt Man and Chronic 2-pack up there. I have all of the comic book men signed pops. You know, anything that he's done, I've pretty much gotten. But we're talking Grails here.
There was a rumor yesterday about the 2-pack for Comic-Con.
Yeah, there's a Jay and Silent Bob 2-pack coming. I don't know if it's going to be the same molds. God, I hope not, because otherwise what's the point of, you know, looking for this guy if they're going to do the same one now? You know what I mean? There's no point in having that. Another one I got is this guy. This is not necessarily a Grail pop for me. The signature that I have on it makes it a Grail for me. One of my all-time favorite artists in the comic industry, Alex Ross.
Very nice.
He ended up doing a show at a museum very local to me. I'm talking like 15-minute drive. It was crazy. And I had to go meet the man and check out his artwork and all that. And the only pop I had in my collection that made any sense for him to sign is a classic Captain America, because he pretty much redefined the imagery of Captain America in his books. So this is this is an important piece for me.
That's awesome.
Another one, I would say the last one, but I remembered I had one that's gonna kind of upset some people. But anyway, this one, Superboy.
Oh.
Nice. The OG Superboy.
That's a good one.
The problem with this one is when this first came out, I was in a comic book shop. I picked it up. I looked at it. I said, I'll come back and pick that up. I ain't gonna do it today. No, it wasn't there. It was gone, lost to the people. And it took me forever to try and hunt one down at a good price. But what was that, last year's IC Indiana Comic-Con? Yeah, we were driving home from that, and my wife heard about a comic shop that was closing down. So we, everything was like insane, crazy prices to get it out the door kind of thing, 80, 90% off kind of stuff. And he had that Superboy pop sitting on the shelf. So I scooped it up, and so glad I found that thing. All right, last one. In March of 2017, I was selected by Marvel Collector Corps to be their super fan of the week. So I've got, photos taken of me and put up on social media and all that. And they sent me a pop in a proto. And it happened to be Wolverine. Or in this case, Logan. I am a huge Wolverine fan. I've got the tattoo to prove it. And that was just a ultimate shock when I got that. It could have been any proto, but it was Marvel Collector Corps, so it had to have been a Marvel, character. But it just happened to be my ultimate, superhero, fan, whatever, what I mean, that ultimate character, and it was Wolverine. So this is not going anywhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah. As for other grails that I don't have yet, I'm going to be working on getting, have always been working on getting. Mark has all of these, and Ian, you want one of them. The original Avengers line. These are ones that I must have. I have Nick Fury, Thor, and Captain America from that line. I'm only missing Hulk, Iron Man, and that Loki. I've come to accept I will never have that Loki.
Yep.
But I will eventually find Iron Man and Hulk. And I will find them in box. Because the only things you can really find for sale anymore is out of box, because they're from 2012, and most collectors that got pops at that time threw away the boxes. Mark knows that. Yep. Exactly. So I'm a proponent for it in box collecting, and for the most part, I mean, I have a lot out of box too, but
that one actually
I need to find them in flawless boxes, which is going to be hard. But my scale for flawlessness in boxes has dropped a lot recently, so I'm confident I'm going to find something.
Yeah, I'd take one out of the box.
You'd take one in the box too.
No, he just hit me with the
shame.
He hit me with the singer. Okay, and my pops that I want to have is the Compound Hulk, metallic Compound Hulk.
Oh man, that thing.
Yeah,
that one's pretty great.
I really want that one. And the metallic Red Hulk. So I think I'm missing those two: the regular release Compound, the Avengers Hulk, and the Marvel Collector Corps Hulk. I didn't get that box.
You got
yeah.
You got the standard Red Hulk?
No. And that one.
I do.
Yeah, so I got a couple.
A little salt in the wound.
Yeah, you like doing that.
Yes, I do.
I do have the regular. Yeah, I do have the regular released, the 8 release Hulk. I'm missing a couple, but that's, like I said, that's the one that I want to give to the end of 2021. That I'm going to have them all. And it's going to be exciting.
It's just one good tax return away.
It's just one good stimulus check at the end of June away.
Right.
My Donald.
They're going to roll out that card, and we know where that money's going.
Yeah, the Donald dollars. I use my Donald dollars.
Right.
But you guys got me off track.
He's still thinking about taking it in the box.
So comment below and let me know what grail you're looking for.
Your beard can't hide your blush, right?
You guys are funny. Oh,
the upper cheeks are looking a little rosy, my friend.
It's sunburn.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Lies.
Yeah. Comment below. Let us know what grail you're looking for, what grails you have. Next week we have a super fun episode. Super excited. Wait. We will announce it later. Come back. If you have not seen, go check out the figure reveal show that I did Friday night, and all of those awesome pops that Mark has been talking about. I did reveal them there as well, with their glam shots. So yeah, definitely go check it out. shops are opening back up, so share us your pictures of your hauls. We want to see Funko hauls. Super excited. We can start showing them off on this show. If you tag us in enough of them, if we get enough attention for that, I would love to do something like that where we show off your Funko hauls on this show. So it'd be awesome. We're still waiting for this 500 subscriber to do our giveaway. So make sure you share us out, share this video out, like it, and we'll put the rules and all that out once we hit 500. So let's get there. I'm excited to give away some cool stuff. Make sure you go follow these guys. I'm gonna put the links below. As per usual, go follow the Comic Collectors Guild. Make sure if you want to apply, go to comiccollectorguild.com, hit the apply button, and show us off your collection. Guys, again, thank you guys for joining me.
Absolutely.
Until next week, guys. Keep on.
Take it easy.